Let's be honest, most calendars don't work because they don't fit your real life. They're built for imaginary agents who have infinite time and zero clients. I'm going to show you the weekly content calendar that I use in order to show up in multiple ways, in multiple places, without feeling that dreaded burnout or like you're not ever doing enough. I keep it simple, I keep it repeatable, and I make sure that I don't overextend myself. Are you ready? Let's dive in. All right, so what does it look like? What does a content calendar look like that doesn't burn you out, that doesn't take all of your energy away, and one that feels sustainable so that you actually look forward to creating the content instead of feeling burnt out all the time? And how the heck can I squeeze in one social media post? Or worse, you're posting just to check a box and none of your content is actually resonating because you're not putting time and effort into it. So here's what I do. Here's my no-fail system. At the top of my marketing calendar is one piece of hero content. What's hero content? Hero content is like the star of the show content, the piece of content that you spent a really long time on, something that you were really intentional with. Your content portfolio, think YouTube video, podcast episode, newsletter, blog post, whatever it was intentional. It fit into your brand pillars. It was meant for your specific ideal client. Like, it is your hero content in every sense of the word. So for example, the video that you're watching right now is my hero content for this week. It's one piece of intentional content that I created from scratch with my own ideas, my own words, my own thoughts, and it's to help my ICA, most likely you, if you're watching this video, feel more connected to me and what I have to offer. That's it. That's what hero content is. So once you have your hero content, the hard work is done, my friend. After that, it's just about repurposing it. So what does that look like? For me, that looks like taking the transcript from my YouTube video, heading into ChatGPT and telling it that I would like to repurpose this transcript for a newsletter to send to my email list that will push them to click the link to watch this video. So it's not going to be a verbatim what I've said in this video. Instead, it's going to entice them to click through and watch the video. Now, I love to share personal stories to connect with my audience. So I would probably also ask ChatGPT, ask me some guiding questions so that I can share a personal anecdote in this newsletter before we ask them to click through, right? Then we have this beautiful, all my own, brand new piece of content that I can then share with my email list. So far, I've created one piece of long form content and a newsletter. That newsletter, because it has a personal anecdote, is a great starting point for a long form post on social media, meaning I can create a carousel post where I introduce the topic with my personal anecdote and then share multiple slides of me explaining, just like I'm doing in this video right now, explaining the key points on how to create a weekly marketing calendar that works for you in your busy schedule. I might also take this YouTube video and cut it down into multiple reels that have different ideas that I can share on my platform. I might not share them all this week, but I like to have them as filler content for other weeks. Okay, so now we have 3 pieces of content. And at this point, you might be thinking, oh my gosh, this is so much work already. What are you talking about? This isn't easy. But really, it really is, because I let chat help me do this work. I don't do any of this work on my own. So I will sit with chat for about an hour a month and plan out my entire content system. And I have a video coming out on that soon. But for now, just know that I head into ChatGPT with the intention of creating all of my content for the month, and it helps me brainstorm ideas. It knows everything it needs to know about my business. So it happens very quickly. We come up with the hero content, and then I repurpose it for newsletters very quickly. I will create one carousel post based on the newsletter and the key points in my long form content. And then from there, it's just about filling in the blanks. So for example, I'll take this YouTube video and I might find like a really juicy part from this video, cut it down and share it as a reel on Instagram. And I might not do it the same week. This might just get put into a folder called extra reels, and I'll share it later so my content isn't the same for the entire week. And then I make the rest of my content super duper easy. Number 1, I repost something that performed well 3 months ago or longer. So if I have a content piece that performed really well 3 months ago, I say 3 months because by that point people have forgotten that it ever existed. And so I'll take that piece and I will literally repost it. I will not change the caption. I will not change the graphic. It's exactly the same. Repost. Then I will repurpose an old piece of content that didn't perform well, but should have. And an example of that is like you poured your heart and soul into a post and it didn't work. And you're like, why didn't it work? And it could be because the graphic was off. It could be because the headline was off. It could be because a million things. So you're going to take that amazing post that you had, either the graphic you really liked or the caption you really liked, and you're going to repurpose it. Usually what that means is a caption that I spent a long time on that had really juicy, good stuff in it, and it got like very low engagement. I'm going to take that and turn it into something else, either a reel or most likely a carousel post where people can get the information in a different way and see how that performs. I love doing this because you're not reinventing the wheel. You're just taking content that you've already created that you love and repurposing it in a new way. Then I'm going to make it super easy on myself and either share a personal photo of myself, a quote graphic, or a B-roll with some text over top of it, meaning I am not spending a lot of time on the rest of the content. How can you make it easy? Maybe you're not showing up enough on your feed in a personal way to help people connect with who you are personally. So maybe it's about sharing a photo of you and your dog, or you doing one of your hobbies. Go through your phone, find a picture that you like, post it, common question that you get all the time, and putting the answer in the caption. Maybe it's about taking a quote that represents your brand so fully and popping that on a really cute graphic and then sharing why this quote matters to you in the caption. So hero content, newsletter, cut up your video for a reel. Then you're going to create a carousel post. All of those, we're still talking hero content here. And when you're done that, all you're going to do is find a post that should have done well and repurpose, and then fill in the blanks with easy peasy, lemon squeezy content that doesn't make you want to tear your hair out. We are talking as easy as finding a photo that you like in your camera roll and posting it and saying, hey, with a little update, a little insight, a little personal je ne sais quoi, and you are done. Well, this is how I keep marketing as simple as it can possibly be while still showing up in multiple places as one person. Yes, I have a small team, but everything that I've spoken about up till this point is stuff that I do on my own. My team doesn't help me with any of this. I like showing up on social for myself. And so all of this is stuff that I have time to do in my business to make sure that I'm showing up in an intentional way, in multiple ways, every single week. Now you can too. You have my system. That is it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching In Mel's Mind. If you liked this video, make sure to let me know in the comments so that I can make more just like it. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.